Hey everyone, this is Lily and welcome to the very first video podcast for Blogging with Lily. And today we're going to be doing a case study for Melissa. Melissa is a beautiful woman who's been following High in Health for some time now, and she recorded a video in YouTube for me and sent it over yesterday asking for help for her blog because she's had it for a while, but she's just not getting enough traffic and she's not really making she's not making good money from it either. So she was wondering what she could do, and she's done other blogging courses and she hasn't really been able to really make a good go of it. And Melissa, the first thing I'm going to say to you is that often when we do study internet marketing, and I'm kind of laughing inside saying that because I never actually really studied it, as you probably know from last week's call, but I do know from the information that I've received about it that often it's focused towards topics that aren't really that, they don't gel so much for those of us that are in the more alternative niches. So we're going to take a look at your blog and we're going to figure out in really fun ways how we can very quickly start to get you more traffic and start making you some money, because you're putting the time in it and it's a really very important and great topic as well. So I actually want to see you shine with this. So first of all, I just had a look at your email sign up thing here, and those of you who did listen to the first call that I did a few days ago, you'll know that I spoke a lot about the importance of the email sign up and how building that list, building that asset is really where the money is. So the more people that you have signed up to your actual list, then it's very likely the more money that you're going to make. So I'm very curious, Melissa, as to how many people are coming to your blog every day, and also how many people are signing up to this. But I think we can definitely make some improvements on this actual box here. First of all, the text, the actual text, the wording that you're using here is not super encouraging for someone to sign up. It's a big deal for someone to give you their email address because they know that you're going to be sending them stuff. They know that. They're not stupid. Most people aren't stupid. So they're kind of really thinking about whether or not they want to give up that information. And you want to give away something that's very, very desirable for people to actually want to do that. Now, I'm sure the thing you're giving away is really awesome, but the text that you're doing to try and encourage them to is not particularly awesome. Your roadmap to natural healing is kind of quite vague. To me, it kind of says, this is a guide that will kind of get you on the path to healing your endometriosis naturally, but it won't necessarily be the answer. So that's kind of what those words are saying to me. So we want to play with those words a lot and come up with something that was really going to grab people in. For some reason in marketing, numbers seem to work really, really well. And what I did when I first started playing with titles is I'd go into places that sold magazines. And I would look at all the title, like, all those text things that they have on the front of magazines to try and encourage you to buy the magazine. It's pretty much the same thing. So I studied that for a while and I sort of got a general idea about what copywriters were doing to try and encourage people to buy their stuff. So for my online course, for example, or my email list that I use to encourage people to put their name and email in, it's titled something like that. I'm sorry, I can't remember it directly at the top of my head, but it's something like 7 easy steps to acne-free skin. It's something like that. And people are like, great, so it's just 7 steps. I just have to do 7 steps and then I've got clear skin. That's awesome. So that's one thing that you can do, actually going and studying magazines and having a look and seeing what they're using. You could probably have the title at the top and incorporate the word free into the actual title. Straight away, get your free copies kind of jumping out at me. And I think there's something in our mind that when we see that, we kind of think, oh, it's a gimmick, oh, it's marketing or whatever. It's kind of more obvious that you're just trying to get people's email address in your list. So maybe have a little play around with that or split test it. keep the text really big for a week and then take it out for a week and see if there's a difference in the amount of people that you get subscribing. So that's about the text there. The other thing I would change is maybe the graphic that you have there. It's true that aesthetics don't really mean a whole lot with blogs. I'm always surprised that some of the biggest blogs can be the most ugly looking and the most boring ones, but sometimes people can see through GIF images, and if we could improve on that image a little bit, I think that would be a really good idea. Or even take it out. You probably don't even need to have one in there. There's a great site called, I think it's Fiverr.com, that I've used once, and I've heard a whole bunch of people use it, and you can pay $5 and get something done for you. So you could actually get someone to design a little graphic for a newsletter, like a mock-up newsletter, and do kind of a 3D-ish little image there that you could place in. So that's your email. I'm just going to check that it's actually on all your pages. Let's go into one of your blog posts here, because we want to have that email list sign up on every single page. Okay, so it's not on here. It's down here. Okay, we want to move this, and we want to put it right at the top above. Do you want to follow Mel's journey? We want to put it above here, because this is called the fold. So what you can see on the screen now is actually the fold, and as you scroll down, that's below the fold. All the most important things we want to have above that fold space there. So yeah, definitely move that up, especially because it's after the link within plugin there. We want to move that away from that. You know, while I'm here with this link within plugin, I'm going to have a few things to say about this as well. And you know, I love this plugin. I've used it for a really long time. But I was doing this SEO course last week, and as it turns out, link within is a little bit cheeky. These links, what I thought they were links, usually in SEO, so SEO, for those who don't know, is search engine optimization, and it's getting better ranked in Google. So usually these links are text links, and the more internal links that you have within your blog or website, and also the more links that you have from other websites coming into you, the better Google is going to rank you. So it's going to really reward you for doing that. But I checked the code, and luckily I know how to read it. There's no links anywhere. So these are not actually links at all. And what Link Within has done, they've used the URL for their website 3 times in the actual code for the plugin. So what they're doing is they're favoring themselves, and they have a Google page rank of 7 out of 10, which, as most internet marketers would know, is almost impossible to get. So they've done it really by being very smart in the way that they code. So I'm going to look for a plugin that is much better than this Link Within. If any of you out there have got a website or blog and you do use this plugin, then it's a much better idea to look for one that actually does use the HTML, PHP, whatever coding that actually puts the actual link within your website in the code. I mean, I know probably not all of you can do that, so I'm going to look around for you, and I'll definitely let you know when we get to that stage. You know, little blogging classes, our blogging journey. Let's go back to the main page here. Okay, on the right side here, as I was talking about before, this is the fold. What you can see here is the fold, and we want to put all the really important bits on the actual fold. On the right-hand side here, do you want to follow Mel's journey? You've got quite a lot of text under there, and most people probably wouldn't read it. You probably want to put that in, keep it all in the About Me section. So you could probably even get rid of that, because that's very, very important real estate. So I'd actually get rid of it and keep it in the About Me section. It's good though that you've got an image in your banner. People always want to see what you look like. I took mine down because I have so much video that I thought I didn't want my face everywhere, and I had my face as well next to my title, so you know who actually authored the blog post. For those of you who don't know about that, then having your image in your blog is a really good thing to do. People really like to see who it is that's writing or whatever, who it is that's in charge of the blog or the website. Whenever I find a blog that I really like, I always go and try and find a picture of the person or go into their about section or whatever. There's just something in our mind about wanting to see what the actual person looks like. So wanting to have a photo of them. So it's great that Melissa has that picture up there of her. By the way, your URL, the domain here, cureendometriosis.com, is brilliant. That is amazing. You are going to be stuck with the endometriosis niche forever with this particular blog, but for Google search optimization, it is absolute gold. It's a really, really good one to have. Okay, so what else can we see here? Okay, you've got a whole bunch of social media things here, and you have your sign up stuff there. I'd actually go through this right-hand sidebar and really think about the things that you have and think, well, do I use this? Is it important? Is it helping people? Is it making their journey and their experience of my blog more enjoyable? Is it creating a better user experience for them? Go through those questions, and if it's like, oh no, no one's really going to be interested in this and I don't even use it, then take it out, because this sidebar is definitely, as I said before, very important real estate. I don't even know what this P thing is. I love these heart icons. I don't know if I still use them. I used to. I know you said that you have a lot of Facebook activity, so that's great. I mean, I'm not a huge one for social media. Some people say it works really well for them. For me, I just can't be bothered. I tried going down the path of social media, and you know what? It just really didn't make too much of a difference. So linking to YouTube's channel is great if you do a lot of video. Linking to your Facebook for you is great because you're having a lot of traffic coming through there. You've got 918 people in your Facebook here, it says there. But I mean, you've got the Facebook thing here, so why do you need it there? You've got two things. It's kind of confusing. You could even take that whole block out there, the social media icon-y thing there. It's really not that important, but I'd keep this, the Q Endometriosis Facebook link there. That's a really nice thing to have. Down here you have the library of knowledge, which I'm assuming is your categories. You've got a real lot, which isn't good or bad. One thing I have learnt about categories is it's very important what words you use in your category. So you want to have pretty much think about what people are going to search for when they're looking. So the readers of your blog, when they're in Google searching for something and you want them to come to your blog, what search phrases do you think that they'll be using? So those search phrases you want to include in your categories. So instead of hormone treatments, you could have hormone treatments for endometriosis, and hopefully it'll fit in there. So possible endometriosis causes, that's a perfect example of something that's really good, and reducing endometriosis pain. So you've got some really, really good things in there, but just go through and just clean that up a little bit and think about your search strings that you want to put in there. I'm assuming this is a sponsored advertisement that you have there. Oh no, that's your own advertisement that you have. So great. That's really nice that you're getting people. Again, you know, you've got 3 Facebook links. You've got 1, 2, 3 down here. You definitely don't need that many. And people aren't going to look at everything in the sidebar. If you've got too much stuff in there, it's just clogging everything up a lot. So you got popular posts, comments, and tags. That's great. That's great to have. So here as well in the body, I'm looking, you've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 blog posts from your main page. It's very unlikely that people are going to really scan all of those, so you could definitely cut that down. I'd cut it down probably to 4 or 6 and extend on them a little bit to make them a little bit more extensive. Actually, I've got 15 because you've got this one up here. How often are you posting? August 9, 10, 11, 8, 7, 6, and then August 1. Okay, you're kind of posting sometimes every day. I discourage people from doing that.